What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. Hey, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Tuesday. Wait, what day is it? Wednesday? Is it Thursday? Man alive, I spent so much time down here in the studio. I'm legitimately checking what day it is. Thursday, February 25th. If you haven't yet, please make sure you subscribe to the channel using the red subscribe button down below the video. It's literally the only way you'll ever find my videos. I'll also be live streaming later this afternoon, catching up with all of you and discussing the past week's news or so. So I look forward to that. Maybe we'll bring in some guests. Henry Cavill's canceled. That's right. Bet you didn't know that. And it is over a woman he dated like 10 years ago. The internet is blasting Henry Cavill because of a woman he dated. Imagine what woman that might be. If you had to guess. You know, I've always said about these cancel culture weirdos, they don't just want you gone. They want you ground into dust. They want your life ruined. Anyone who has ever said a kind thing about you, they want them gone too. And that's exactly what we're seeing with Henry Cavill, which is exactly why this week I've been promoting my Subscribe Star. It is the single most important and helpful way for you to support the channel. It is my insulation against being canceled, being removed from YouTube, and helps pay my editors and funds the website. So if you're in a position to, please, after this video, head on over to subscribestar.com/thequartering. It's also in the description. The internet's blasting Henry Cavill because he dated Gina Carano. It's been a tough week for the former Mandalorian actress Gina Carano following Disney's decision to dismiss her from the Star Wars and future projects, though apparently Henry Cavill is also finding himself under heat for no other reason than having dated her at some point. Just when you think the toxic and dull-witted environment of social media platforms couldn't get any worse, some folks inevitably find a way to baffle you yet again. In this case, the people attacking the Witcher star because he had a romantic relationship with Carano, and some of them even went so far as to compare the previous couple to the boys' villains, Homelander and Stormfront. Of course, there are also a few comic book fans who have been scolding Cavill for not welcoming Sasha Cale into the DCEU as the Girl of Steel, since Brandon Routh and Melissa Benoist have already done so. By the way, it's not his responsibility. Henry Cavill already does too much. Here's what since I am the Lord of Henry Cavill's time, here's what he's allowed to do. Play Superman and film The Witcher. That's it. And build computers and play computer games. No more projects, Henry Cavill. Be Superman, please. In this case, people are blasting the Witcher star because he had a romantic relationship with Carano. Of course, there are a few fans, but I think we can all agree that cancel culture is blatantly absurd joke at this point. Regrettably, though, actors might actually face repercussions when it gets out of control. The most recent example of which is Carano herself. As for the Enola Holmes star, here are some of the things that folks are saying about him on Twitter. Just found out Henry Cavill and Gina Carano dated. My day is ruined. You see the #1 Henry Cavill simp defending him. That is that Star Wars girl, Anna. Brandon Routh, Cameron Cuff, Melissa Benoist, and Laura Vandervoort. Stars from 4 separate adaptations of Superman welcome Sasha Cale into a role as Supergirl. Henry Cavill, noticeably silent. You know, unlike a lot of these Twitter users, Twitter losers, I should say, as Anna accurately points out, he may actually be busy. He may be working on something else. He's not tethered to Twitter all day long. She writes, Henry is an adult with a life that does not revolve around social media. He's actually working and filming The Witcher. He is a wonderful human, and I guarantee will congratulate her when he meets her, but he doesn't owe you or the rest of the internet anything. Get off your high horse. Someone replies, they got Gina Carano, and now they feel they can go after everyone, including the two nicest guys, Henry Cavill and Chris Pratt. I'll be daydreaming about how Henry Cavill and his thangly, but then I remember he dated Gina Carano. So? Why is this even a thing? Let's see. Twitter cancel culture went after Gina Carano and totally misunderstood, then lied about her. Now they're going after Henry Cavill. I mean, so what? What is the point? I wonder if Henry Cavill is going to have to be interviewed by every media outlet to suss out if he agrees with Gina Carano's right-wing nonsense, the way every woman who dated Armie Hammer or Marilyn Manson have been put under the microscope. Yeah, probably. He's probably been asked for comment. He's probably being pressured to disassociate with a woman that he dated 1 billion years ago. This article, Henry Cavill fans are shocked to find out he once dated Gina Carano. Why? They dated almost 10 years ago in 2012. Just remembered Henry Cavill was in a relationship with Gina Carano, and now I'm scared. Of what? These weirdos and their celebrity worship. But in other positive Henry Cavill news, The Witcher and Justice League star Henry Cavill may be teasing a Mass Effect project. Now, Henry is obviously a big fan of video games. You see here, he's got some sort of secret project or just a handful of paper with random words on it. Guess you'll have to wait and see. Happy Hump Day. We may already have our answer. The folks at Game Pressure ran the blurry text through a sharpening program called Focus Magic and found it's full of terms like Cerberus, Reaper, Geth, and more, seemingly lifted from the Mass Effect series. In fact, it seems the text may have already been directly lifted from the Mass Effect 3 Wikipedia page. Quote, I've confirmed for myself that the text sharpening trip works. So what might Cavill be teasing? Could he be involved in a Mass Effect game in some capacity? Or given that he's staged it to look like he's receiving the script on the set of The Witcher, he could be hinting at some sort of Mass Effect series. As Cavill himself says, guess we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility to see another A-list actor be out there in a video game, as we saw with Keanu Reeves in Cyberpunk 2077, which now seems all but forgotten by the internet these days. Look, I like Henry Cavill. I like him as an actor. I like him as Geralt. I like him as Superman. And, I don't really care about him being involved in Mass Effect. But I do think it's interesting that these people continue. I mean, so what? When it's all said and done, I'm glad that Carano was fired. This is from Netflix Life, shockingly. Disney is a family-oriented corporation. The Star Wars franchise is all about fighting fascism and dictators. It makes perfect sense that Carano's comments comparing America's currently divided political climate to WW2 were grounds for dismissal. Being a public figure in this day comes with a certain level of responsibility. Now, it comes with certain rules. It's not responsibilities. It comes with, you have to have the correct political opinions. You have to associate with other people who have the correct political opinions. You must never stray from the mainstream narrative, lest you be canceled and tossed out in the street, having your career, family smeared, dragged through the mud. And it is so toxic that they'll go after people you dated a decade ago. These people are losers. I hope that a time comes sooner than later that they are ignored out of hand. I thought that would have happened by now. I legitimately did. But they continue to wield enormous power over people's lives, and it's sickening. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.